But yeah, I mean, as you've seen, for what these guys are, they're quite a bit of fun. Are they the best? No. But are they the worst? Definitely not. If only I had BattleTrap to go with them. Oh, hello. That's right. We finally completed the Terracons. At least the main three. I don't have Novocaine or Freezer, but I do have Double Punch. But to be honest, I only cared about these guys. And by golly, do they look amazing together. Let's start with Scourge. I absolutely adore this version of Scourge. Like, if he wasn't a minion to Unicron and, like, you haven't watched the movie, there was no way you would have known. Also, here he is next to my other Scourges. Yeah, he's easily the coolest one. Like, the fact Scourge went from this to this to this is insane. Also, I love that he has his claw arm as well as his cannon arm, which is very cool. But I just throw it in my bag and call it a day. Okay, come back. I need you. Also, not to mention, he's got his amazing sword, which I do wish was painted to really get like that, like glowing, like resonance we get from the actual movie design. But yeah, if I really wanted to, I would just paint it. But I'm lazy, so I don't want to. You can also bring it up into his hand, which is very nice. Now, Scourge's posability is pretty good. It's not the best in areas. It can be a little jank, but it's not that bad. So, he's got an up, he's got a down, and this is like a modified head, so he doesn't have all that. But he does have, I'm not going to do it because it's very tight, and I don't want to break that, like, connector part again. I had to glue this back on. But there is, as you can see, there's a pin right there. So the head, if it wasn't so gosh darn tight, it would be able to look up more. But I don't want to break him again, so I'm just not going to do that. But he does have that, just so you know. I have no clue how the old head is supposed to look, by the way, because this is a KO. He's got a full swivel around. He's got kind of like trigger happy joint at the shoulder, but if you like, you can hold this here and then just bring it out. It's kind of strange. It's a very strange feeling of Scourge, I feel. It's strange. He's kind of strange. And then if you untab, he has backward butterfly. Then he has a full, yeah, no, not a full 360. Thought you could cheat it, but no. 90 at the arms. Has a bicep swivel. He has opening and closing hands. And then this whole claw arm, each of these can open up, and they each can bend in that much, which is very nice. I very much appreciate that. And he does also have his like little thing that he puts on Eraser in the movie, which is awesome. So very happy they included that. And then let's see, he has a waist swivel. He has way more than like normal at here because he kind of has like a V, so it can really go all the way up. And then it can go back that far. It's a pretty nice bend. It's really just at 90, but he can kneel. He definitely can. So that's very nice. It's like one of my favorite poses to put them in, which is awesome. So I'm glad he can do that. He has a thigh swivel. He has it down. He has it up. And with this added armor from the KO, this thing can like go up and down, but it's really just supposed to move with the foot, which it does. But this kind of untabs at the same time. Whereas not untabs, just like separates from each other, which is a little annoying. I might glue that down at some point. But yeah, yeah. Oh, he's also got a pretty good ankle pivot. And nothing out that way. And also, forgot to mention, he has a pretty good spread. So yeah, that is Scourge for his robot mode. Now let's go on to Nightbird. As we all know, in Rise of the Beast, Nightbird is a very sleek, flying robot with a very agile looking design and very big wings that are pretty nice, honestly. This isn't really that. Studio Series Nightbird was really based off concept art, which is definitely a shame because if they got like the normal version of Nightbird from the movie instead of just basing it off of concept art, I think that's what they based it off of. I'm not completely sure. Then it would have been so much better. That's for sure. She can kind of get in some of those good poses though. And yes, she does have like a port on the back of her to like put a normal peg in for the stand, but it's covered by the car parts in the back. Why? It's annoying. I don't get it. Also, Hasbro, explain why she only has one sword. Why? She's supposed to have two. Why? Why are you like this? Also, she has like the worst backpack out of the three. Like Scourge has the cleanest because it really folds up very nicely. BattleTrap, it's a little bit bulky, but it also cleans up pretty nicely. But that, oh, that's just atrocious. Also, not to mention, the base version of this figure, like without any of the paint I added, it's kind of bland. Like, very bland. Also, bro, you can't even see your eyes unless you, like, go down and you can then barely see them as well. Like, ah. I will say I do like how it kind of looks bird-like for the face. Very much fits Nightbird. I do appreciate how she can, like, kind of pull off that one pose where she's walking towards Noah and Elena, where it's like, oh, no need to be frightened, little humans. It will all be over soon. She can kind of pull that off. She can also be pulled off being killed by Bumblebee. Yay! Also, why does he always explode the victims of his people? Like, freaking Shatter, Dropkick, Blitzwing, Nightbird, they all exploded when they died. It's kind of gruesome, B. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate because I feel like if they gave more time to bake in the oven, this could have been a really good figure. I really wish they spent more time on this instead of whatever they made here. I feel like the main line is better, and that's the completely wrong color. You know you're bad if you're being beat by a mainline. I will say though, very nice storage. But again, where's the second blade, Hasbro? What the heck? You have a slot for it, so where's the second blade? I know it seems like I'm just hating on this figure, but I really do like her, honestly. She's a lot of fun, just not as good as the other two. She has decent posability, though. Alright, posability on Nightbird isn't too bad, it's just not as good as I wish it would be. So she has quite a bit of up. Okay, that we'll just go over. Has quite a bit of up, a little, like a small little bit of down, side to side. Gets stopped by her collar though, which is annoying. She has a waist swivel, which gets completely blocked by her backpack, which is so. Why do you have such a big backpack? It doesn't make sense. You're supposed to be agile. They really need to make a new one, I feel. It's a fun figure. They just need to make a new one because it's not as good as it could be. Anyways, it has a full 360. The wings can rotate and go out that far. Little bit more than 90. Bicep swivel. Nothing at the hands. Yeah, that's something you'll see quite a bit with all these guys. They don't really have anything at the hands. The only thing that has something at the hands is Scorponok in Double Punch, as well as Scourge's claw arm because it can rotate. But that's it. And then she has a pretty good kick, just like Scourge. And then kind of a pathetic back. And a very, very nice double bend. Now pair that with actually a good figure and that'll be amazing. And also thigh swivel. So also weird ankle pivot where it's like up there instead. Also has a little bit of toe, can go up and down, which is very nice. But I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it with Nightbird. It's not the best. It's not the worst. It's really just, yeah. Let's go on to BattleTrap. This is Studio Series BattleTrap, and he's awesome. And to be honest, I think he's the most accurate out of all of them straight out of the box. That one, he doesn't really count because he has the wrong head. If that had the right head on, though, this would still be the most accurate because it's concept art head for Scourge. Yeah, this is definitely the most accurate one out of the Terracons, which is kind of a shame. But he's still a really good figure, to be honest. I love his spack ball. It's very spacky. I also love how it goes over his whole hand. Like, they did not have to do that, but I'm so glad they did. And dude, he just looks so good. Also, I love how his face is like kind of like insect like. It has like the Gundam V fin as well. It's like Gundam mixed with Transformers, and I love it. I know a lot of people say, oh, he has tolerance issues, blah 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 blah. Mine doesn't. He's completely fine. No QC issues anywhere that I could find, which is amazing. His arms stay tabbed in, like you have to kind of force it out, which is awesome. It's not too difficult though, so it doesn't break. The only thing I don't like about this robot mode, to be honest, is the arm kibble. That's the only thing I don't like. And this right here, oh, let me focus. There we go. This is connected on a friction joint. Or friction joint, that's what it's called. So if you want, you can just take it off. And boom. Super easy. Problem fixed. He's so... Oh, I love this guy. Also, I forgot to mention this with Scourge, but both of these guys, they just feel like they're from Mad Max. Just Mad Max is a Transformer. And I love it so much. I love the, like, wastelandy vibe. It's so cool. I think the only thing I have a problem with, other than the arm cable, is it would have been nice if they had the chain for the wrecking ball. But as you can see, they actually kind of have, like, sculpted detail around. See that? That's actually very cool. Good job. You're a very cool figure, BattleTrap. And also, yes, don't worry, the wrecking ball comes off. Also, I love this orange that they chose for him. And I don't know how well you can see this. But if you, yeah, you can kind of see it. It's like, there's like dirt on the bumper, which is very nice. They did not have to add that. So I just noticed there's a little scratch there. But that's okay. I got this guy secondhand on eBay. But, yeah. Like, again, this guy, even being from eBay, he's really solid still. I love that. Good job, eBay seller. Good job. I mean, he got here like a week late, but still, good job. But yeah, I just love how solid everything on BattleTrap is. The only thing that I can think of that's a little bit loose is this right here. But even then, it's like kind of hard to do. Like, just to absentmindedly do it. And you just, his leg broken. Oh no. And also, his posability is pretty good too. Alright, so posability on BattleTrap here is pretty good, to be honest. So he has a pretty good up. Like, that's pretty good for a freaking Voyager Studio Series. You don't really see that often. So, good job, Hasbro. He has a teensy down, but then, like, if you just unpeg this from the back, you can kind of cheat it, make it go even more down without it looking unnatural, which is freaking awesome. Gang, good job, Hasbro. Just like good job in general with this figure. I really like him. I really do. And then he has a waist swivel. It is affected by that, but it's not like stopping it, which is very nice. You're already doing way better than Nightbird. Has all the way out. It has full 360. Elbow bend, more than 90. Then he also has these like spikes and shoulder pads they can move out. Like I've seen some people, they have it like completely up like that. I like having mine like just at an angle and having that flush there. So that's just how I have mine. I don't know if that's completely accurate, but I'm keeping him like that. He has a bicep swivel. This thing can swivel around and fold out, bend, all that crap for some reason, just for the alt mode. But yeah, he has pretty good out at the knees, or at the leg. Not that's the knee, that's the leg. Okay, continue. Can go back a little bit, not too much. Pretty. It's interesting. There's like a little tiny soft ratchet right here when you swivel it, but it's like barely noticeable, which is nice. It doesn't like you don't hear like for no reason. It's just very soft. Make sure it's sturdy, and that's basically it. So yeah, and he has a pretty good spread, if I will say so. So that's always great to have, you know. Oh yeah, he also has like if you unpeg that, he has butterfly. So that's very nice as well. Forgot to mention that. Let's line that back up. There we go. Nothing at the wrist. Yeah, and he has a way, like, that's a very good bend. Way farther than 90 there. Good job, Hasbro. And then he obviously, effortless, can just pull off the knee. Look at that. Just look at that. Effortless. Like, didn't even break a sweat. You can break his leg. That's for transformation. You can fold that all the way down. Then you can even pivot all the way. So yeah, this guy is no slacker on articulation, which I love. I think it's pretty obvious to tell which one is my favorite here, by the way. I really do enjoy all three of these figures. Obviously, I enjoy BattleTrap and Scourge more than I do Nightbird. But, like, if you like Nightbird, I'm not gonna shun you for it. I'm not gonna, like, exile you from Narnia. Only if you like Road Rage. Do not buy this. But yeah, so that's how these guys are in their robot modes. How about their transformations and vehicle modes? So here's Nightbird, BattleTrap, and Scourge in their alt modes. To be honest, I enjoy all of these. They're all really good. Some transformations are better than others, but I still enjoy them. And man, do they look really, really good together. Kind of makes me want to get all the Autobots. I will say it's kind of strange that both Scourge and BattleTrap have orange windshields, but Nightbird doesn't. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, like, it would just look really garish and out of place, but it's just kind of strange. You know? It's just strange. Another strange thing is how interesting the backs of these two are. Like, BattleTrap, he has his arms there, but I mean, I don't really mind it too much because, like, there's this to distract you, but, like, I don't really mind it that much. They're not too noticeable for me, but also, Bernie's, just Bernie's. But Scourge, oh boy, forget it. There is no cohesion here. The best that they could do was this, to kind of cover it up. But, oh, that's bad. That's really bad. Also, not to mention the blatant gap in his, what's it called, the cab? Yeah, whatever that is. There's just a gap. Why? Just, I mean, it makes sense because transformation is strange, but that's a shame. I wish they could have covered that somehow. Also, I feel like they could have added at least like one more tiny little panel that would flip out here or something to really cover that up. Because, like, yeah, that also has a gap. That's not the best. At least it's better than his. I will say, for being just a deluxe though, Nightbird is the best looking one in vehicle mode. And it definitely helps to know that it's a licensed figure. That's for sure. Because the Nissan Skyline, whoo, baby, is it gorgeous. I'm so glad that they did this vehicle justice. Just wish they did that for the robot mode. And I will say the licensing for this GMC Top Kick, it really looks like the Top Kick, which is awesome. Like, it has the square, boxy frame up front, and even kind of like goes down here as well, and it's the tow truck, and it's just nice. And I also love the little modifications, like the, what is that called? Is it an exhaust or engine? Something like that. Editor put up what that thing's called. I don't remember. But yeah, there's the nice GMC logo right there, which is awesome to know he's like official, like car, truck. Yeah, it's a truck. My bad. I love that this like off-road bumper in front. That's very nice, and I love those orange lights at the top. Really brings it together. I will say that. And also, I love Scourge's what is it? Peterbilt 359 semi truck, something like that. Unfortunately, it's not officially licensed. So we get this in the back. I will say I love how modified it looks from the like original version of a Peterbilt 359. It's really cool to see what the designers could do with a simple semi truck. Also, anyone else getting Mad Max vibes? Also, I love how you can see those two maximal symbols in the front and a few behind, but I can't really make out what that one is supposed to be. But yeah, I mean, I wish there was more than just the maximal symbols. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. Yeah, like I've said before, it is not clean in the back. So let's talk about weapon storage. So she can very nicely store her sword right, like, I don't know if you can see it, but like right in that slot there. That's where that sword stores. Where's the second one, Hasbro? Where's the second one? And BattleTraps, it just goes on the back, which is honestly pretty nice. I really like that. Scourge's arm cannon just like chills there. And like, since you can't take his sword off, it just goes under his arm, as you saw in transformation. And it just, yeah, it just chills there. I don't know how well you can see that, but it's there. Cool. So wrapping up this review on the 3 main Terracons from Studio Series, Nightbird. She's pretty great. It's just the robot mode, it really lets me down. Scourge. He's awesome as well. Love the robot mode. Don't like the transformation, and I don't like the alt mode that much. And BattleTrap. Arguably, for me, the best one out of the 3. Awesome robot mode. Pretty solid vehicle mode, except for the arms. That's the only qualm I have with it. And the transformation, it's pretty good. I don't have that much of an issue with it. I don't understand the clearance problems that everyone has. But I mean, it's a fun figure, that's for sure. I definitely enjoy all 3 of them. And also, everything fell. I also enjoy Scorpion Man, aka Double Punch. He's also a lot of fun. So like, all of these guys, they're great. I love every single one of them. BattleTrap is my favorite. Scourge second. Nightbird third, I'm saying. That's my ranking at least. Let me know yours down in the comments. Holy voice crack. And yeah, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all in the next one. So I hope you all have an amazing day, night, morning, evening, wherever you guys are in the world. I hope you have a blessed one. Bye bye.